All right, mic check. All right, mic check. All right, we're good. We're rolling. Thanks for those tuning in right now to the solo podcast here for the VIZZ podcast. Um, so this is what we're gonna be doing. Just me by myself on these. Just kind of shooting out some advice. And pretty much talking about things that I know are important for life as a man and just in general. So this one's gonna be called "The Human Body Is One and Only One." So we're talking about mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all that shit. So yeah, I'll start with the first one. Motivation is nothing. The first little topic that I have here on the paper. Motivation is nothing. And right now, like, I'm just pretty much saying based off my life, my experiences. Of course, there's like people that live way more fucking years than me, have way more experience on this shit. But, I'm pretty open minded and I'm pretty like well rounded and like seeing like views of life. And, motivation, it comes and goes, like, you motivate yourself here and there, you get like a little rush of dopamine, when you hear something, when you see something, and that just happens to everybody. It's normal, and by like saying motivation is nothing, like, I'm pretty much trying to say, like, don't think that just because you have the motivation to want to do something, you're always gonna have that same motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like, one day you might have the motivation to get up at 4 a.m. and go run 3 miles, and then the next day the motivation is completely gone, and that's what, like, not a lot of us, because of us, humans or people want to admit, like, no, it's not that I don't have the motivation, it's just, I'm tired, like, I don't have time, or some fucking excuse, and what are we without motivation? Like, think about it like this. Like, if motivation didn't exist, then what will it take for someone that's a fucking lazy ass, that's a bum, that's overweight, obese, or that is going down a path that they know or they might not see, that's pretty much gonna put them in a very tough situation in life, that being said, if motivation didn't exist, if people weren't talking out here, or if they never really just had inspiration, motivation to fucking do something, who are you? Like, there was this, I think it was David Goggins. I want to say David Goggins. This motherfucker's crazy. But anyways, David Goggins, he was saying, I never listened to fucking music at the gym or some shit like that. And that shit is crazy because, like, he says, like, what are you without the music? Just like, what are you without motivation? Because music is technically motivation. And it's crazy because it's true, so what are you without music? What are you without motivation? What are you without, I don't know, a fucking rush of dopamine? I don't know. What are you without this podcast? Like, what am I without this fucking podcast? So that's crazy, to think about, and moving on a little forward, like, to a different subject, talking about like motivation and all that shit, getting up to run, do exercise and all that shit. Exercise is very fucking important, regardless of whether you're already skinny or you're already, like, I don't know, I want to say slim, or I don't know, regular sized, I don't know, normal looking, because I don't know what anyways, or if you're big, like, it doesn't matter, like, if you're one of those three, like, exercise is important, like, you're fucking scrawny as fuck, like, sort of like me, I'm pretty fucking skinny, and moving kind of like towards that, like, it doesn't really mean you're healthy, it doesn't mean you're okay, like, your body's strong, or anything like that, like, you gotta also think about the things that you're consuming, the stuff that you're putting into your body, all that, the way you're sleeping, and that comes with discipline, like, doing the right thing for your, not only for you, but for those around you, you know, because in the end, like, it doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, if you're not doing it for yourself, you know, like, and not to like sound dumb, you know, but, or like, in the end, you have to be a little bit selfish, you know, like, you have to want it more than anybody, you know. You have to want it more. Like, if you want to get fit, you want to have a good looking body, if you want to lose weight or whatever, like, dude, no one gives a fuck, you know, like, no one gives a fuck. And those that do give a fuck about you will tell you, and if you don't like it, well, then too bad, you know. That's just the way it is, you know. And pretty much just talking about like doing exercise and all that shit, you know, like, it's as simple as just getting up in the morning, you know, 6 a.m, going out for a jog, going out for a walk, you know, nothing too hard, you know, just to get your fucking body used to it, you know, because you can't just fucking wake up one day and say, I'm gonna run 10 miles. You can't, dude. You can't. I mean, okay, maybe you fucking can, but you're not gonna run 10 miles every fucking day, you know. And it's just the little things that count, you know, like I always say, like, you don't gotta do something extraordinary. You don't gotta fucking go from literally 0 to 100, you know, because change is tough, you know. And it's part of life, you know, and part of evolution, you know. As a human being, you know, we're designed to evolve, you know. That's why we've come this far. But anyways, you know, it's more or less a thing of respecting yourself, you know, like learning to respecting yourself. If you say you're gonna do something, do it, regardless if it fails, regardless if you get fucked up, regardless if you don't feel good, regardless of whatever the fuck you're going through. If you say and you tell yourself, hey, you know what, I think tomorrow I'm gonna go work with my dad or something, I don't know, or go work with my uncle, you know, I needed some extra money, you know, I'm gonna run short on this check that I'm gonna get from my 9 to 5 or whatever, you know. And then the weekend comes, you know, on a Saturday, you're gonna go work with your uncle or whatever, I don't know what day it is, and then you're just like, nah, you know what, I'd rather just sleep in, fuck it, like, money's whatever, you know. And for some people, okay, whatever, you know, money's not everything, you'd rather enjoy your weekend and rest. But if it was your boss telling you, hey, I need you to come in on that Saturday, or you're gonna get fired or whatever, you're gonna listen to your boss, aren't you? You're gonna listen to that supervisor, you're gonna listen to that manager, but you won't listen to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not even just for yourself, it's for those around you, you know. Like, when you say, oh, I'm gonna do something, I'm pretty sure, like, you don't only tell yourself, but you tell those around you, like, you know what, like, I'm planning on doing this, you know, I'm gonna start this or whatever. Those people are like, oh shit, you know what, like, this guy has balls, you know, like, if he starts that or he starts doing that, that's cool, you know, like, I look forward to it. Or if they don't support it and they're a little hateful about it, that's fine, you know, do it for them too. You know, you want to prove them wrong, you want to show them that whatever, regardless of what they say, if they're with or without you, it doesn't matter. You know, who gives a fuck? You know? And you know, when those around you are with you, it's important because you set that example. You know, you set that level where they now are like, oh shit, you know, like, he can do it. Like, hey, like, maybe it's time for us to wake up. We gotta do something about it. You know, we gotta wake up earlier too. You know, we gotta be a little more hungry. You know, like, we can't be just fucking around here and not doing shit, you know. And it all comes together, you know, like just taking action. It all comes together, you know, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, you know. Like, you have to find not a perfect balance, because nobody's perfect, obviously, right? But you got to find a balance for yourself, you know. Like, somebody might be better at handling things emotionally and mentally, but physically and spiritually maybe not so much. And it goes all kinds of ways, you know what I mean? Like, For me, for example, you know, I'm very good at handling things mentally, emotionally, physically. I'm getting there, you know, because I'm pretty sure the physical part is like probably like the hardest, you know, like pushing your body and stuff. But that comes with the mental, you know, but it all just comes around together, you know. And if one is a little less than the other, like they all kind of start coming down and shit, you know. And spiritually is probably the toughest one, because like, I mean, sometimes you just find yourself being ungrateful, sometimes you just find yourself being or being hateful, sometimes you find yourself being sinful, sometimes you find yourself, you know, saying or doing or thinking about things that you shouldn't be, you know. And it's just life, you know. It's normal. Like, we're not perfect, you know. Everybody has their days, everybody makes mistakes, you know, and that's why we're all human, you know. And how you do everything, you do anything, you know. So if you're always like, oh, you know what, like, we'll take it easy today, and you take it easy every day, you think someone's gonna want to make business with you? You think someone's gonna want to end up hiring you? You think someone's gonna want to be your friend? You think someone's gonna want to be your workout partner? You think someone's gonna want to work out with you? You think someone's gonna want to just do anything with you if you're just always a taking it easy person? You know, why don't you decide to go hard? You know, why don't you do things that are hard? Why don't you do things that are challenging? Why don't you do things that make you uncomfortable? You know, that's where growth is. You know, that's where you grow. Doubt, you know, being scared, you know, feeling insecure, feeling uncomfortable. When you put yourself out there like that, that's when you grow, you know. That's when you learn, when you decide to, mainly as a man, you know, to fucking conquer the world, you know, to pretty much say fuck the world, you know. Fuck the world, fuck people, fuck my mom, fuck my dad, fuck my grandpa, I don't know, fuck my friends, fuck the haters, I don't know. And just do it, you know, face it, you know. I don't know how people have time to be fucking depressed, have time to be fucking sad, have time to be fucking overthinking, stressing, creating scenarios in their head, especially as a man, especially if, like, you know, if you're fucking broke, you know, because you have time to fucking think about all these things and feel these fucking emotions and whatever. But you don't have time to fucking get your ass up and go make a business call, or you don't have time to get your ass up and go to the fucking gym, or you don't have fucking time to get your ass up, show up to work, fucking be the best fucking salesman, be the best fucking receptionist, be the best fucking McDonald's patty flipper. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter, you know. At the end of the day, you're still getting paid for that shit, you know. You want to show people that at the end of the day, no matter what you're doing, you're always going to be the best at what you're fucking doing, you know? And having high expectations, you know? Having high expectations is important, you know, because how can you know you're making progress if you're always setting yourself low expectations? You know, if you're like, oh, you know what, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm gonna bench about like 50 pounds today, you know, like that'll be cool, you know. I won't go up in weight until like next week, and I'll just add like 10 pounds. You know, why don't you just say, like, you know what, fuck it, today I'm gonna hit like 100 fucking bench press. Fuck it, I'm gonna try it. You know, if I can, then I'll just put down like 10 pounds a little bit, you know what? And you would have never known. You could have done maybe those 90, 80 pounds that you would have taken off if you would have just said, oh, you know what, we'll do 50 today, no biggie, you know, like, I don't want to fucking even bother to. You would have never known, you know. Just like when you want to fucking do something and you never started, you would have never known. Why are you setting yourself a low expectation? Be like, you know what, I'll start it another day, or I'll do it when I feel like it, or I'll do it when I have time. Bro, people that say that they don't have time are fucking bums, are fucking lazy, are fucking the worst fucking people that I've ever fucking met. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I used to be that fucking person. You know, and I hated myself for it, because I would always say, oh, I don't fucking have time for that shit. And it wasn't that I didn't have time for it, but I wouldn't make time for it. You know, I would put my time into other shit that didn't fucking benefit me, that never made me any better. And that's why I was fucking there, you know? That's why now I'm telling you guys, you know, it's time to fucking step it up, you know? You don't have fucking time for that shit. That's bullshit. Especially if you're young. If you don't work it, if you're not a fucking adult yet and you say you don't have time for that shit, bro, I don't know what to tell you. For real. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You need to get your shit together, because that is not true, bro. I know there's these fucking $1 million, $billion fucking company people that run these fucking companies, work 16 hours a day, maybe fucking more. I don't fucking know how they do this shit, and they still have time for, maybe they don't have a lot of time, but they still find time for their family, still find time to take care of themselves, still find time to do all this shit and still be at the top and still be who they are today, you know? And that goes into, you choose to be average. You choose to live you choose to live in the ghetto part of town. You choose to eat poison because you fail to create financial freedom. Okay, don't fucking complain about, oh, I live in the fucking ghetto. Oh, there's always fucking things going on by my house. You know, I don't know why I live here, or maybe that's not a good example. I don't know why that happens, blah blah blah. I don't know why McDonald's is so bad. I don't know why. Bro, shut the fuck up. If you want a better life, just like Andrew Tate said. They asked him a question. Oh, what would you have done if you were in the subway, blah blah blah, and you saw a guy slap an old lady or some shit like that? You know what he said? He's like, I would never fucking see that, because I'm too fucking rich to be riding the fucking train, to be riding the fucking metro, the fucking subway. You gotta think about it like that, bro. If you're complaining because the food that America is giving you, the shit that you can only afford, is fucking garbage, it fucking tastes like shit, bro, get your fucking money up. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what? Figure out a way where even if it's in your budget, you can fucking eat healthier. You know what? Or if you're living in the ghetto part of town, you know what? Get your fucking money up. Or you know what? Try to move to another fucking city. You know what I'm saying? And not only are we talking about what you eat and where you live, we're talking about those people that you fucking hang around. You know what I'm saying? Like those fucking bums, those people that smoke fucking vapes, do fucking coke, drink, party on the weekend, go clubbing. Bro, that's so fucking average. Like, everybody fucking does that. Everybody fucking does that. Everybody goes to the fucking clubs. Everybody parties on the weekend. Everybody drinks on the fucking weekend. Everybody's smoking weed on the fucking weekend. Bro, that's the most average shit you can fucking do. I don't give a fuck if you work Monday through Friday, tired as fuck, construction, electrician. I don't give a fuck, bro. If your mom is still fucking working, if your mom is not fucking driving a fucking Benz, if your mom is not chilling at her house, not having to worry about bills, and you're over here partying on the fucking weekend, smoking weed, drinking, thinking you're the shit because you already work Monday through Friday, bro, this shit is not, you're just gonna stay like that forever. You're in the fucking matrix, regardless if you want to accept it or not. If you know that shit exists and you're still doing this shit, bro, like I've said, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know what I'm saying? And there's no excuse for that shit. You know, there's no excuse. You know, there's no fucking excuse of fear, like, you know, like of being scared to do these, to stop doing these things, you know, like to not do what average people do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm not trying to sit here and tell you like, oh, you're fucking broke, oh, like you're fucking average, oh, like get your fucking money up, when me myself, I don't fucking have that either. You know what I'm saying? But I'm working towards that. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking drink, I don't fucking smoke, I don't fucking go clubbing, I don't party. That shit is boring as fuck to me. I always tell the people around me, dude, I'd rather have you invite me to go fucking work on a Saturday or Sunday. Go work or go work out or go fucking do something productive that we're gonna learn something, or we're gonna fucking find new people to fucking talk with, or I don't know, connections. I'd rather fucking have you invite me for that then you invite me to go fucking chill at a barbecue or fucking drink beer. Like, that shit is so fucking boring. Like, how can you fucking sit around and enjoy your fucking time? Especially for me, knowing that my mom's still fucking working a 9 to 5. Still fucking worrying about paying the next month's rent. Still working, so fucking thinking about all this shit. You know? Knowing that my dad's a fucking alcoholic. You know, like, what the fuck? Like, where did I put myself? Oh, I'm okay to go fucking drink. Oh, I'm okay to go fucking party. You know, my life's great. You know, yeah, of course my life's fucking great. I don't have to worry about shit. You know, I ain't paying my mom's rent. My mom's paying her own rent. What the fuck? Bro, like, you gotta fucking wake up. You gotta realize that your mom sooner or later is not gonna fucking have that fucking strength to work anymore. And what the fuck are you gonna do? You're gonna have to fucking drag her with you regardless. You know what I'm saying? So why not fucking do it now? Why not fucking worry about it now? Why not stress about it now? Why are you gonna wait till you're 40 years old and your mom's fucking more than half fucking dead, fucking living with you? Why not worry about that shit now? You know what? If she can work, then she can fucking enjoy herself. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck are you gonna wait until she's fucking 70, 80 years old when she can't even fucking wipe her ass anymore? You gotta fucking help her wipe her ass. Why not do it now? Why not set yourself that fucking goal? You know? Who gives a fuck about a fucking Ferrari? Who gives a fuck about you owning a fucking house? Who gives a fuck about you having 20 bitches? Nobody gives a fuck. Your mom don't give a fuck. You think you're fucking, if you're a fucking immigrant, you think your mom and your dad came to this fucking country for you to just be a fucking bum? Going to the clubs, partying, drinking? You think that's what they want? Do you think that's what they came here for? A better life? That's the better life? If they wanted that for you, they would have fucking stayed where they came from. They would have just stayed over there. You know? And everybody's situation is different, obviously. You know, I'm not fucking trying to say that's what everybody does. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. You know, I'm not even talking about drinking and partying. I'm talking about being sad, being fat, depressed, being unfucking grateful, you know, saying that your life is the worst when it's not, bro. There's people that are in countries that are at war right now. There's people that don't have water. There's people that don't have electricity, bro. You know, and this goes to facing your fears instead of running away and turning to drugs and alcohol. Man up and stop looking for the easy way. Achieve mastery over your mind and your actions. It doesn't matter what you've been through. We need to start running towards our desires and reality. Man, even myself, dude, I'm gonna admit, like, even myself, like, you know, like, even the people that you see speak, even the people that you see that are successful, everybody has fucking trouble with something. Everybody struggles with something every single fucking day. There's no doubt about it, you know. And facing your fears is one of the biggest, if not probably, like, what happens the most with people facing their fears. You know, like, it starts off with even you as a little kid. You know, like, you couldn't sleep in the fucking dark. You needed a fucking little nightlight, like a little bitch. You know, I never had a fucking nightlight, and it's not because I was already hard at that age, but I didn't see the point in having a fucking nightlight. You know what? Like, lights were out, it's time to go to fucking sleep. I'm saying, if the fucking monster gets me, the monster's gonna get me while I'm asleep. I'm not gonna be fucking awake worrying about a fucking monster. Fuck that. Just go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And even then, like, not even being asleep, like, you just walking into a dark room, you know, you're scared or whatever, you know? And running away from your fears and turning to drugs and alcohol and partying and clubbing and toxic fucking activities, toxic events, raves and all that shit, bro. It just goes back to what I just said. You know, like, why the easy way? Why not the fucking hard way? It's worth it. The easy way is not worth it. Don't you think everybody, if the easy way was really worth it, wouldn't you think everybody would want to do it. Everybody would want to do it. Everybody would be doing it. And sadly now, a lot of people do fucking do it. You know, people rather fucking watch porn than go out, get ready, you know, or fix themselves, try to look good and impress a fucking girl. You know, they rather fucking watch porn. You know, people rather fucking be on the fucking PlayStation, be on the fucking Xbox, fucking playing video games instead of, I don't know, actually learning a fucking skill or trying something new or going outside and actually working out or going for a jog, you know, or texting bitches on Instagram. You know, like, why don't you go to your fucking, I don't know, to the fucking mall and go up to girls there? What you fucking say on a text message, say what you say on in person. People don't do that shit. People run away from that shit. They'd rather just be on fucking Instagram like a lazy motherfucker, texting bitches, thinking they this shit. Like no shit, they're gonna fucking reply to you. No shit, you're gonna have a lot in your fucking DMs. You can text as many as you want there. You go to the fucking mall, you'll probably take like maybe one number home. Maybe, even if you know how to fucking talk, because all you do is just sit behind a fucking screen, moving your fucking thumbs. Same thing with the fucking PlayStation, Xbox. All you fucking do is just sit there. You expect to look like the person you're even playing with. You expect to look like the fucking little character right there. Fucking fit. Fucking being able to shoot guns and shit. You think you're gonna be able to do that shit? Someone breaks into your fucking house with a gun, you're fucked. You don't know what to do. Running towards our desires and reality. What is it that people desire the most? What is it that people desire the most? What is it? Happiness, money, freedom, better life, the American dream. What is that now people desire? I don't fucking know. I know about me what I want. You know, I of course I want financial freedom. You know, I want a desire that I have, you know, financial freedom for my mother, for me, for my family. You know, I want to look fit. I want to look healthy. I want to be healthy, or I want my family to be healthy. You know, those are desires that I want that I could achieve. And it all starts with financial freedom, because once you have once you have the money and you have the time, and obviously like every rich person, you know, like every person that not only is rich, every wealthy person, everybody that has financial freedom, they have the most time to invest, or the most money to invest into themselves, into their family, into what they want to do, you know, what they want to accomplish. You know, you want your mom to stop drinking, you want your dad to stop drinking, you want your dad to stop smoking, you want your mom to stop smoking, you want your whatever it is, you want your mom to stop fucking your dad, whatever. Bro, get your money up. And if they want to, they will. If they won't, if they don't, they don't. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing your part, you know what I'm saying? Everybody does it for a fucking reason, you know? Your dad's just not gonna drink for no fucking reason, you know? There's a fucking backstory. Your mom's not just gonna drink for no fucking, or smoke for no, or whatever, you know? For no fucking reason. You know, there's a fucking reason. They're stressed, they're scared, they're worried. Fucking childhood trauma, you know? I don't know. Fucking many things. You don't fucking know. You don't ask them, you know? And these are the things that we need to take into consideration, you know, especially as a man. You know, I want to put myself as an example a little bit here. I've probably said this fucking story like I don't know how many fucking times. Excuse me. And I'm going to say it again. Maybe a few of my viewers know this shit. Maybe not any at all. I don't know. But let me say a little story here. Put the mic down a little bit. Sorry. So, actually, no. That's just kind of not cool. Okay. So, when I was 19, when I graduated high school, it was in 2020, right? During the COVID time. So, I played soccer. Well, I still do, but like, you know, talking about before, I played soccer. And there wasn't any teams due to the fact that COVID, you know, so there was no teams playing, you know, everything was canceled. And, you know, I was trying to get on my grind again, you know, I wasn't planning on going to college. Well, I only went for like not even half a semester. I think I went for like 3 or 2 weeks, and I quit because it was a bunch of bullshit. I realized that quickly, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go to college, so I'm not gonna be able to play college ball, So I decided to end up pretty much messaging one of my old coaches. Shout out to this guy, Damian, and he hooked me up with the semi-pro team. It's called the league is called UPSL. I'm gonna go try out with them, and I did well. And for my first season, like I was excited. I was like, fuck, like like finally, like this is something I've been looking forward to. Finally, this is different. I'm not going the original college route. Like I can probably make it pro here. People can see me. A lot of things. You think as a kid with a dream, millions of things go through your head. Like, oh, you never know who's gonna see me, who I'm playing against, other people I can meet. And it was in Orange County, so it's a whole different environment out there. And what I'm trying to say is, I was over here enjoying my life, chasing my dream. Thinking everything was okay. Like I have a girl, I have a job, I have enough money to pay for my gas, I have a car that I just bought, and not a new car, like just but I have a car, and I'm chasing my dream, and I'm living the life, I'm cool, like I'm not where I want to be, but I'm on my way to where I'm gonna be, at the time in my head, and I do good that season. I play well. The coach and the owner of the team, they congratulate me. What, like rookie of the year, like you did good for your first season. You're young, you're wise, you have a lot of potential. And this guy, the owner of the team, this Australian guy, I want to give a shout out to him. John Stokes is his name. You could probably search him up on Google, and I'm pretty sure he has like his own company. I don't know what the fuck it is, but his name is John Stokes, right? And this guy came with $2,000 in his pocket from Australia, and he built his wealth from the ground up, pretty much, And not only he's a white colored man, So he was also racially abused because of his Australian accent, because people back then, at least, they found it funny, or they found it strange to make business with an Australian guy that can't even speak English correctly, that had an Australian accent. So he felt that neglection. He felt that abuse of like, oh, like, what, fuck this fucking immigrant, whatever, I ain't gonna do shit, I'm not gonna help. And they did doubt him, and they did tell him, what, like, you're never gonna be like us, you're never gonna own a company, you're not gonna be able to run your company with that fucking accent or whatever. And he told us that story, and it reminded me of me a little bit. Not that I had like racial abuse or anything like that. Maybe I have, I don't remember. It's never really been too much, never been a big deal for me, at least. And that was like kind of towards the end of the season, the middle of the season, that I remember the story. And then we went to his house. I saw his house and everything. He lives in Ladera Ranch. This guy in a private community, nice house on the hill, fucking mansion. He has a McLaren and shit like that. And this guy is like, he's wealthy, he has money, let's say. And that night, I go home in my fucking ghetto, like where we live. I guess I want to say the ghetto, but not really, I live in Baldwin Park. I go home to my mom's little tiny apartment, where I share a bed with my sister, because we've been sharing a bed since we were young, so never really had the money to buy ourselves a separate bed, so we share a big bed, respectfully, and share a room, obviously. And I had like this, I literally, like, my mom's house like has this little closet, like it's about like the size of a door, but it goes like literally the size of a door, like the door is the closet, and then it goes in about, like, I want to say 2.5 to 3 feet maybe, and you can hang like a little bit of stuff. Like that was all I had, like a little closet that was mine there in my mom's house, and like literally like a little drawer, like fucking cabinet, whatever, put my shirts, my jeans, and my socks and all that. Like that's all I fucking had in my mom's house, And I never complain, like obviously, like like I've always wanted to have my own room. I always wanted to have my own more shit, more clothes, more shoes, more whatever. And on the off season, you know, I stayed home a little more. You know, I was more home now because I wasn't out as much. I wasn't busy as much with going out to Orange County every other day, you know, to train and focusing on what I needed to do. You know, I was taking a little break from it. You know, I was like, fuck, you know, I did good, so let's take a break. You know, like, you deserve it. You worked hard. And that might have been like the biggest mistake I did. But anyways, I realized that my mom was always stressed, always upset, in a bad mood, always drinking, you know, smoking, just always tired. You know, my sister always stressed, tired, working 2 jobs. My mom wanting to leave her job, you know, just didn't want to work anymore, like was tired of it, you know. She's a grown woman, you know, she's been maintaining us since we were little, you know, because as I said, my father is an alcoholic, so, you know, like he was very irresponsible. And that hit me hard, you know, because I saw this man's house and he had all this wealth and all this, and he could take care of his family. And as a man, I was like, fuck. Like, why don't I do that? Why don't I take care of my family? Why do I want to be happy? Why do I want to chase my dreams? You know, like my perspective changed, you know? Like I said, I think it's time for me to really become a man. You know, and not that I'm the perfect man, not that I'm fucking now maintaining my mom and shit like that. Like, no, that has nothing to do, but to really, like, pretty much develop my mind and develop myself to be able to make that happen, you know? And I had to give up my dream, you know? So I gave it up. And I still play here and there, you know? And obviously I still think about it, whatever. And I eventually ended up getting 2 jobs. I moved out of my mom's house. And if I would have never made that decision, I mean, I don't even think this podcast would exist. I don't think all the ways I know how to make money or manage my money or everything that I've learned up to this point about life, about living on my own or whatever, you know, I would have known, you know, like, how can I know how to maintain someone or attempt to maintain someone or even help to maintain someone if I can't even maintain my own self, you know? If I lived off my mom forever and I still lived with her and chased that dream, and I didn't have any doubt in myself. I believed in my ability. I believed in what I could do playing, you know, like, and those that know me know, you know, not to sound cocky, but I decided, you know what, this suffering, this pain that I don't feel, I want to feel it. I want to chase after it. I want to attack it, you know? So I decided to get my shit together and I was like, fuck it. We're going to do it. Everything that I've set up until now, this point, I've been doing. And it's taking me time and it's taking me practice and it's taking me a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. But you know what? Like, I've been trying to do it, you know, and I've been trying to put 100% in everything that I say I want to do. You know, like this fucking podcast, you know, I'm trying to grow it out, you know, I'm trying to do this shit, you know, now that I only have one job, a stable one job, you know, and it's a little more chill and laid back and I have more time to think about ideas and type out these things and print them out, you know, and shit like that, and read more, learn more stuff, you know, and talk to people, whatever, is now what I'm gonna start doing, you know. And there's always gonna be obstacles in the way. There's always gonna be things that there's lumps and hills and dips and whatever, trips and whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's always gonna be that in life, no matter what, you know. And how you choose to react and how you choose to adapt and survive with those things, especially as a man, is pretty much gonna determine how your life is gonna be. You know, like it's literally like kind of reference to Tate, you know, like a chessboard. Whatever move you make on the chessboard is gonna determine the results of not only the next move but the whole fucking game, you know. And not that life is a game, because nobody should take it as a fucking game. This shit is fucking for real, you know, especially as a man. You know, you're young, you have all this fucking time to waste and all that shit. You know, people say, oh, you're young, don't worry about it now. Dude, you're young, you start fucking worrying about it. Start fucking worrying about it. Start fucking thinking what the fuck you're gonna do, because as soon as you finish high school, as soon as you finish school, as soon as your fucking mom needs you to pay bills, as soon as your dad asks you to pay bills, as soon as your mom needs you to work, your dad needs you to work, you're not gonna know what the fuck to do. So start worrying about it now. Start thinking of ways how to make money. Start figuring out at school. Start finding those fucking friends, those fucking people that are hungry for that shit. Not only financially and not only physically, but mentally, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Like those people that are gonna be like, you know what, like we gotta do this shit. You know what? Hey, like you're slacking. Come on, get your shit together. You know, those people that are like, hey, dude, you gotta do one more rep. Hey, we gotta do one more workout. Hey, you know what? Let's run one more mile. Hey, you know what? Let's pick it up. Let's do faster. Hey, you know what? Let's get to work. Hey, you know, surround yourself with those type of people. You know, and there's not many. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. There's not many out here. You know, there's people, like we said, easy way. People rather have the easy way. We'd rather go. Let's go drink. Let's go party. Let's go smoke. Let's go. We deserve it. We worked all week. Bro, you deserve shit. Nobody deserves shit. What the fuck do we deserve? What the fuck have we accomplished? What have you accomplished? We haven't accomplished shit. So much to fucking work. There's so much to improve. There's so much potential. All that time just thrown away in the fucking trash. But anyways, I think that pretty much wraps it up for this episode, guys. You know, this episode is these episodes are gonna be a little more short. I'm gonna try to keep them a little short. Even though I actually fucking have, this one only has one paper, but the other ones have a little more, so I might actually cut them down or see which ones I want to talk about now. You know, cut out the topics and shit. But yeah, this one is the human body is one and only one. You know, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You know, and if you guys like this shit, or you guys want to hear anything like that you guys want to hear me talk about, you know, put my opinion out there, you know, go ahead, comment, you know, or hit me up, you know, on Instagram. I'm gonna put it in the description, you know. And you know what, whoever tuned in, thanks for tuning in, and see you guys on the next one.